But officers, Bana Musirikebo officer Mbabudi Chino, dear officer, the gun you are carrying is worth $2,000. Look how your gun is looking better than you. They pay you 400,000. 400,000 is what they pay you. But the gun you have is $2,000. Why does the gun look better than you? That gun is a weapon of destruction, but you, a human being, a weapon of construction. A police officer should be respected. You are going to retire from the police. You should have a future when you retire. But even Wazalendo, you the soldiers, is not helping you. For all of you, I want you to think about the people like Afande Omara. Afande Omara Mumumanyi. You officers, think about people like Afande Omara. And how he mistreated people. And how he ended up. May his soul rest in eternal peace. We don't hold it against him. Think about people like Afande Kawesa. Think about people like Afande Chirumira. You are just a number. You don't matter. You should get a leadership that gives you dignity. Of course, that leadership will not allow you to beat people. But you need better pay, better housing, better health insurance. You deserve that. Can you more Rachel? You cannot call it campaign. One day you're going to remember this with pride. One day this memory will come back to you and you will feel proud that you stood on the right side of history. Even only waving to me in show of solidarity, it warms my heart. Never mukubira bukubizika jama ne mundaga nti siri mu kyama ekyo kinzizaamu amaanyi. Tujja genda maaso nga tulwanirira ensi. Tujja kola ekintu ekikyamu, tetugenda kumenya amateeka. Tetugenda kola bintu bikyamu. Tetwagala okukola mu Uganda empya tetwagala n'okulaga kati. Tetugenda kubavuma. Tetugenda kubakyawa. Tugenda kola ekintu ekituufu. Era nammwe ne bwe mba siriiwo mukolanga ekintu ekituufu bannange. Eno Uganda yaffe ffenna. Ate temunyiiga. Bano baagala tunyiige. Bano baagala tunyiige, temunyiiga. Temunyiiga. Keep your heart warm. Nze sina busungu kuba manyi ne maaso ga Katonda kyenjogera kituufu. Ate ne maaso g'amateeka kyenjogera kituufu. So keep being strong.
Buterevu byali bigambo bya His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ng'agenda maaso n'okubanga abuulirira abasirikale abali bagenze maaso n'okubanga bamublokinga okubanga atuuka ku campaigning ground ye, wabula ddaaki yamala nadda emabega anakkiriza, wabula ampuliriza mu mboozi gy'aba mu kubuulirira kwe yagenda maaso n'okubuulirira abasirikale bano ayina ekigambo ky'ayogera n'agamba nti we are non-violent and we are democratic. Kakati ampuliriza wano weewuunya ebigambo bya musajja mukulu Norbert Mao, Minister wa Justice and Foreign and Constitutional Affairs, okuvaayo n'ateeka ekibiina kya National Unity Platform mbukyali kigenda kutegeka okwekalakaasa basobole okuttisa abantu awo no UN esobole okuyingirawo abwetyo etekinge over abwatyo His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu atwale entebe y'eggwanga. Bigambo bya Norbert Mao aweebuuza gye babijja ate ne bamala ne batwebikamu ne batwekwekamu ne bagamba nti kakati opposition omukutu oli kugwa Uganda 24 media bwente kwensizindo okubanga nkutuusako amawulire mu bujjuvu. Kakati ampuliriza embeera eyongedde okubanga bwetyo etiisa mwami Museveni. Kakati wetwogerera nga gwolabaawo mu kifaananyi ampuliriza agwolabaawo ku ssimu yo, gwolabaawo ku kompyuta yo, agwolabaawo kyonna akyokozesa okubanga olaba aba owuliriza amawulire gano ye His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Mitembo. Wenjogerera bino ampuliriza nga olunaku olw'ejjo yalabiddwako ampuliriza mu Parliament y'eggwanga erya United States of America. Ampuliriza ebimu ku byabadde mu Parliament eno nga His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu mwali byonna mbikuleetedde ebimu ku ebyo ebitono bye twasobodde okubanga ampuliriza atuukusakira wano ku mukutu ogwa Uganda 24 media. Kakati ampuliriza musajja mukulu His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu oluvannyuma ennyo yasobodde okubanga bw'atyo afunamu akafubo oba emboozi ey'ekyama munda mu White House ey'eggwanga erya United States of America era mu ofisi ya musajja mukulu Donald Trump ampuliriza mwamitingira abawi b'amagezi be wamu n'abakungu ab'enjawulo mu kye twandiyise cabinet room. kakati ampuliriza information eyavudde munda mu room omwo ekituufu kiri nti teyafulumyemu, wabula omukulu yasobodde okutusunirako ebimu ku byabadde munda omwo bwe yabadde wali mu program ya The World ng'akyaziddwa musajja mukulu amanyikiddwako nga Mako Waman. Kakati kansoke nkuwe akatambi nga omukulu agenda mu maaso n'okubaako ebigambo by'ayogera naddala ebikwata ku gavumenti ya kuno ng'agamba kakati abakulembeze naddala mu Africa bali drunk on power.
Here's a story from The World.
Last January in Uganda, soldiers broke into the home of the leading political opposition figure, Bobi Wine. That was after the country's aging authoritarian leader, Yoweri Museveni, was declared the winner of a disputed election. Bobi Wine managed to escape with the help of supporters. He joined me from Washington, D.C., and began by describing the moment he realized he had to get out.
My home had been surrounded many times. When they raided me this time, I knew they wanted to hurt me, but I had maybe not fathomed it enough. But a week later, they raided again. Even when they knew that I was not in my house, they beat my wife and family members so bad, they stripped my wife naked and took pictures of her, which were later to be shared by the Chief of Defense Forces, who is also the son to the president. And he went ahead to put a bounty on my head, instructing that I should be delivered to him dead or alive so he could castrate me. That is the moment I knew that I had to run for my life.
Yeah, that is very frightening. How big a move is it then for you to make this change? I mean, you stood firm in Uganda up until now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, I stood firm and I'm still standing firm. But you can only be firm when you know that other Democrats, other people that stand for the same values are with you. I thought it was very important for me to seek the indulgence of the world, most importantly, the free world, like the United States of America, which is, for all purposes and intents, the wind beneath the wing of the dictatorship in Uganda. I thought it was important to come and make my case, not only to America, but to the world, so that by the time I go back, if I'm to die, I should not die in vain. If anything is to happen, at least the world should know.
And how much do you worry about changing political winds in this country that would keep protecting you? Do you have voices in the U.S. Congress who know you're here and understand what's at stake for the future in Uganda?
Our hope still stands with those people, however few they are in the United States administration, to raise our voices. We know that all through history, it is the voice of the few that have influenced change, while those that are oppressed are fighting on the ground. So while those our comrades in Uganda are still standing, holding fort, and trying to ensure that they don't give up, we largely rely on the influence of the United States, well knowing that the Ugandan government depends on the United States decisions.
So your supporters in Uganda do have a lot to be concerned about, notably President Yoweri Museveni's son, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Tell us about your relationship with him. He's the chief of defense forces. Was he the one who ordered the soldiers into your home?
General Museveni's son, who is the heir apparent to his father, has said it time and again that he does not believe in democracy. Just last week, he switched off the Uganda's last independent media, the Nation Media, and he also closed down Uganda's last independent newspaper, The Monitor. He tweeted that he does not believe in free speech. He has many times warned on torturing people, and he has done it, and is not shy to mention it. The most recent victim was abducted 5 days ago, and that is the deputy president of our political party in charge of the Buganda region, was abducted on orders of Muhoozi. As we speak now, his whereabouts are still unknown, and yet the abduction was carried out in full view, live on camera, and it was broadcast on the news. He was intercepted by the police and police traffic, and then gun-wielding men in plain clothes with a car that has no license plate, came, shoved him into a car, and drove him away. He has never been seen again. Very many people have disappeared in similar circumstances. Many have been missing for up to 5 years. The same man, President Museveni's son, has killed many of our friends, and he came out just this year to take responsibility. He tweeted and said he has killed only, and underline only, he said he has killed only 24 of my party members, and he wanted the 25th dead body to be me. So he has always come out and made it clear that he's the one carrying out these atrocities. Unfortunately, the world's known democracies, including America, continue to hobnob with him. Just recently, a few days ago, the acting ambassador of the United States was standing shoulder to shoulder with General Muhoozi after he abducted the former Lord Mayor of Kampala, who is also a senior lawyer.
Yeah, and Bobi Wine, you said that General Kainerugaba, that's Museveni's son, he does not deny these allegations?
No, he does not deny these allegations. As a matter of fact, he takes pride in them. If you follow his Twitter handle, he comes out and tweets he ordered the abduction of the former Kampala mayor.
Bobi Wine, you're a relatively young politician who is connected with people in Uganda in a very grassroots way. As a musician with thoughts about your country, people see you. They've seen you in concert. Let's contrast that with a different cohort of politicians and leaders who seem less connected to the public. We can name, well, the son of Uganda's president, whom we were just talking about, or Nayib Bukele, El Salvador's authoritarian leader, who has a very savvy online presence. How do you see these young leaders in contrast to yourself?
I owe my popularity to the music. My music has always been on social issues. It has always been activist and revolutionary music. The things that I'm talking about, I've been singing about. Maybe that is what connected me so much to the people. But also the young people that are facing a situation where there's tiredness of the population around usual politics.
Do you worry that the youth of Uganda are disillusioned with the vision of democracy at this point?
Yes, I worry, but I don't worry so much because I'm aware that for the last 7 or maybe 8 years, there's been a massive awakening of the young people of Uganda. Yes, they are really getting tired of elections because they have gone to the polls. They've elected their leaders, but their leaders have not been declared. We have had in the 2021 election and even in the most recent, many leaders were elected by the people and the declaration of results forms are there. But the regime has gone ahead to declare its own choices winners, even when they come out as in the 3rd or 4th position. This has made the young Ugandans doubt democracy. We are Democrats. We believe in democracy, but we also know that we alone cannot achieve democracy, that democracy is not a one-country effort. It's an international effort. We are a young country. The median age in Uganda is 16. Uganda is the second youngest country in the world, but it is ruled by people in their late 70s and 80s. It reminds us that we must focus on institutions that outlive human greed and human interest, that Africa's problem and the world's problem are the leaders that get drunk on power.
Bobi Wine is Uganda's leading opposition figure. He joined me from Washington, D.C.
Butereevu byabadde ebigambo bya His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ng'ali mu programu ya The World wali mu ggwanga erya United States of America mu Washington DC. Kakati ampuliriza mu interview eno His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu yategeezeza nti omulimu gwe omukulu naddala ensonga lwaki eyamitinze executive board mu ggwanga lya USA ampuliriza eri gye tulabye mu kusooka nti kwe kulabanga eggwanga lya United States of America lirekerawo okufandinga dictatorship mu ggwanga erya Uganda, lirekerawo okufandinga gavumenti ya Mwami Museveni mu ggwanga erya Uganda. N'agamba singa amawanga oba eggwanga lya USA lirekerawo okufaninga eggwanga lya Uganda? Ampuliriza Uganda egenda kubeera free. Uganda will be free kye kigambo akyeyakozesezza. Kakati ampuliriza omukulu teyakomyawo wabula yeeyongeddeyo n'afuna meeting endala era mu ggwanga erya United States of America. Kakati ampuliza kino kye bagamba nti omuntu akufuukira akayinja mu ngatto bw'abeera ewaka akufuukira threat, bw'abeera ebweru w'eggwanga era akufuukidde biggest threat yo. Kakati oyo His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ampuliriza ndi omu ku abo abakkiriza nti singa waliwo engeri yonna gavumenti ya kuno gyesobola okukozesa okulaba nga musajja mukulu ono ampuliriza bamukukunulayo ajaali mu ggwanga erya USA, ampuliriza gavumenti yandibadde yakola buli kimu akyesobola okulaba nga musajja mukulu ono akomawo, oba oliawo kisingako ng'ali wano eno, wabula waabeera eri ebweru w'eggwanga embeera ampuliriza ebeera ndalamu.
Our next speaker is Bobi Wine. He is a Ugandan pop star, activist, and political leader. He heads the National Unity Platform, which is the country's largest opposition party, and he was elected to parliament in 2017. As a singer, Bobi Wine's music has focused on social justice issues. He's been blocked from performing, however, since 2018, his music considered a threat to the political establishment. He received massive support across the country and then started the People Power movement in 2017 to encourage young Ugandans to get involved in politics. Since then, he's been arrested, tortured, subjected to various other forms of abuse and harassment. His supporters and friends have been targeted by the government, with some killed and others abducted and tortured. Bobi Wine was a presidential candidate in Uganda's most recent election, which has been described as the most violent and least fair in the country's history. He was placed under house arrest, denied access to food or water. Now, I see that on social media there's tremendous excitement that you're here at the United Nations and that your followers refer to you as Mr. President. You have the floor.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Thank you very much for having me. I'm very honored and privileged to be here, not just for myself, but to highlight the plight of the people of Uganda and many people in the world that face the same that we are facing in Uganda. My name, like you said, is Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, although I'm more popularly known by my stage name as an artist, Bobi Wine. I'm a musician, an activist, and also political leader. And yes, I challenged Yano Museveni in the 2021 election, which turned out to be the most violent election, not just in the history of Uganda, but in all elections that I've seen, because I had to campaign with a bulletproof vest and a ballistic helmet. I survived 3 assassination attempts in 3 weeks by the police and military. On the campaign trail, my entire campaign team was arrested and incarcerated without charge. Many were tortured, and many are actually still in detention. On November 18th, 2020, I was arrested, and when people protested, the military went on rampage and shot and killed hundreds of protesters, although the regime in Uganda only acknowledged 54. Thousands of our supporters were abducted by unmarked military trucks. Many of them showed up dead on the roadside and in the woods. Many of them returned with severe torture marks and horrifying stories. Women were raped, men were castrated, and others, terrible things are happening to them. Many are still missing up to today. And like I said,
namubuuza nti ow'ekitiibwa Mulika ntera nnyo okulira bantu nga mwogera ku ndagaano ya Buganda gye yakola ne Museveni. Wali ogirabyeko? Lwakiko oli wa mawulire? Wali olabyeko ku ndagaano ya Buganda gye yakola ne Museveni? Lwaki yakyama?
Sigimanyi.
Namugamba nti ow'ekitiibwa Mulika gwe omu ku bantu wano mu Buganda. Si bagundiivu jasi. Namugamba gwe omu ku bantu wano mu Buganda. Oli musajja Muganda nkwesiga teweetuuma bwetuumi nga bannaffe abamu. Oli musajja omugumu era owensa. Naye tosobola kubanga ow'ekitiibwa Mulika wali Katikkiro. Ebbanga lye wamalawo notabuuzaako ku ndagaano ya Buganda gye yakola ne Museveni erimu biki osanga yetuviirako okubonaabona nga tetumanyi ndagaano eyo twagala kugira abafu abazifu Abaganda si bali abajje wano ne beetuuma simanyi bagundi n'obukundi buno bwe mwawe beetu okuyitawo twagala tumanyi namugamba era ssebo ow'ekitiibwa Muliika kano ojja kukamusaliramu ow'ekitiibwa Muliika nkyakwesiga endagaano ya Museveni gye akola ne Buganda erimu ki ekyo ffe Abaganda gye mutasobola kutulaga kubanga osanga ebitugenzeeko ng'Abaganda biri mu ndagaano eyo twebuuza abasajja bajja wano Buganda yabafuula kye bali era tebaalinawo kyabwe kyonna naye tulaba Buganda esaanawo ettaka ligenze kuba ettaka e Buganda abaana ba Buganda bajjudde makomera battibwa enkya n'eggulo abalala babathereteninga bali weeru wa Uganda gye babonaabonera naye ng'ensi yaabo abagwira bagyeyagaliramukakati nze njagala kumanya ow'ekitiibwa Muliika lwaki ggwe nkuteekako essira nkimanyi oli Muganda ekyokubiri Buganda ogyagala ekyokusatu wagaana okwekkiriranya ku nsi yo nkubuuza tosobola kutukolerayo ffe ng'abazzukulu ba Buganda omusomo n'otuwa ebyali mu ndagaano oba tubonaabona lwa ndagaano ezo nga tetumanyi lwaki eba yakyama nga ne constitution eri mu lwatu ebyo byebintu bibiri waliwo endagaano bbiri ze nalabako ezikwekebwa obutiribiri endagaano y'amafuta badde mu palamenti emyaka 10 kyagirabako endagaano y'amafuta era baŋŋamba nti waliwo omubaka omu eyali agiremeddeko bamuyita Kaluhanga mu baali bamusse bamugamba va ku ndagaano eno oba oyagala okubaawo nga mulamu ng'oli mulamu eyo sigirabangako era bwe bw'obuuza wali kizipike endagaano y'amafuta nti gaggwanga eriruddawasomako by'olabyeko kati twebuuza n'endagaano eno Museveni gyakola ne Buganda twagala kugira baffe ng'Abaganda tetugisaba muntu kuba Buganda nsi yaffe Katonda yatufuula Abaganda nze saafuubibwa Muganda muntu yenna era sina muntu yenna asobola kwebuuzaako ku nsonga zange ng'Omuganda Katonda yeyanfuula Omuganda nanteeka wano era Katonda yekka yasobola okuŋŋamba nti siri Muganda si buno bukundi bwammwe obwo siri wano ng'Omuganda ku lw'ekisa ky'omuntu yenna nze ndi wano ku lwa Katonda eyanfuula Omuganda yagenda akola demarcation ono Muganda ono Munankole ono Mugundi ono Mugundi era bwe mba nsaba ekyange nkisaba nganze nga sirina muntu yenna kuba mu biseera waliwo obukundi buno obulya ne Museveni obujja ne bubatiisatiisa osusadde mawanga simanyi osusola mawanga simanyi okolaki obwo bwa compromising bwedda bo tetubuddamu era tubugamu ne weeyongereyo kuba ku musaala olya abamu temukimanyi tu obukundi obwo bulya ddala era balaba beefuulira nga bajja amazima